Yo, 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 what's going on YouTube, X, Twitter, Instagram? Your boys is back. Shooting the Straight Sports is back, man. We're back in a big way, and today we are finally unveiling our second to none team. It is a third annual event. We are bringing it to you live, and what we got?
Man, first off, I want us to start off by saying thank you to all the coaches, all the players, all the ADs that we've reached out to this year, man. We really appreciate everybody for all the love. Coach Adams, man. Coach Adams from Rockland. You're amazing. You made sure that certain things happen for us, and we truly appreciate it. I want to talk about Doherty, man. Thank you, Coach Doherty. Congratulations on winning that state championship, bringing it back to the city. Coach out there, Calusa, you did your thing, man. Congratulations on winning that thing. We appreciate you, and we love what you're doing out there. But this is our third annual, man.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. It's the third annual second to none team. 2TNT.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. So with that being said, go ahead, get him, man.
Yeah, and it feels real good, man, to be here doing this right now for you guys.
Yes.
It's the third year. We love doing this because we take all the yellow tape away from it, man.
Yes.
We focus on the players, focus on the potential, the skill, the politics. We take it out. We take the politics out. No coaching hat. We don't have a dog in this fight, guys.
Nope.
We don't have a dog in the fight. There's no coaches voting here. Oh, I want to vote my own player on or this and that. We're strictly focusing on what the film tells us, man.
Right.
We are out there. That's the slogan. We out there.
We out here. Yes, sir.
But with that being said, man, we're going to kind of go over the parameters so you guys know how we came about this team, man, for this third annual right here, man. So for the parameters, this is our take on the talent with our eye test, the pop on the field, guys. It's based on the talent we have seen so far.
Yes.
The stats don't always tell the whole story. Keep that in mind, guys. We try to go to big schools and small schools because we want to bridge that gap, man. We want to expose as many kids as we can. There might be a kid from a smaller school who can keep up with the bigger schools, but just don't get that kind of recognition or that video time, man. So keep that in mind. Stats are from Max Prep, so, man, make sure your stats are updated. Whatever you do, make sure they're updated because you never know what coach is looking at it. Okay, it can be potential college, recruiters, checking you out. Remember, at the end of the day, this is our opinion, man. This is our opinion, what we see. Okay, so there was a couple things that happened. Some people were put on, some people were removed because various issues. We'll get to that later. Depending on how the performance, we strictly went off the performance, man. A lot weighed on the performance. When STSS rolls out to the field and you show out what you can do, that was weighted, man. You could have had a not so good season, but if we seen that you balled out and you have the potential and we said, hey, you know what? There can be circumstances that this kid maybe not been able to get off, but he came out when it was time to come out. So we waited on a lot of that. So we're looking at it like, oh, this kid has a potential. If he's in the right situation or whatever coaching, it could be various different things. We know, we see this kid's skill set. He can be a top dog with the right situation, man. So that's what it is. So let's go ahead and get to the first round of the team, man. Let's get it. So we're going to go ahead and start it off hot, man. We got the running backs, y'all.
Yes, sir. The running backs, man. So check it out. I'm going to go ahead and tell my favorite running back personally. And it's not just being biased. I like this kid because he's a good kid, number one. Number two, this kid got talent. Deon Coleman, straight out of Chico. This kid is amazing. He is electric. He has everything that you look for in a running back, y'all. One thing that is knocking him right now is his size, 5'8", 190. But that don't say the heart that he has. This kid has heart, and this kid is dedicated to the game. This kid had over 2,100, almost 2,200 yards rushing, 29 touchdowns, total touchdowns. This kid was the whole offense, man. Great kid, and he played defense, but we're going to just talk about his offensive game because defensively, he was coming downhill, and he was laying the wood. Kid is dope, man. If you guys get a chance to check this kid out, Deon Coleman, college coaches, we've reached out to a few of you guys. Don't let this kid slip through the cracks. He's a baller. He's a dog. Who you got?
Man, I'm going to go ahead and speak for number 2 on this list, man. And the kid is Wayshawn Parker. Before y'all start getting on it, Wayshawn should be #1, this and that.
Yeah.
Man, we know Wayshawn's a baller, but
Beast.
Basically between Deion Coleman and Wayshawn Parker, we felt like it was a 1A, 1B situation.
Yes,
you
sir.
flip it, switch it however you want to.
Yeah.
But this is just how it stacks up for us, just based off of what we've seen on tape. Wayshawn is rightfully so could be #1 on this list.
Of course.
We're splitting hairs at this point.
Yes, sir.
But Wayshawn ranked 24 in the whole state of California as a running back, man. He had 27 touchdowns. He had 2K rushing yards. He averaged 158 yards per game. So what that tell you? Certified baller.
Yes, sir.
And he got a original STSS joint, man. He got a reel from us, so that's how much he's a baller, man. He meant a lot for that Grant team, man. He brung the heart and soul of that team, man. He wore his hard hat, and that's how Grant came out every day.
We gonna go to those tight ends, man. Those tight ends need love too. Go ahead, who you got?
Man, me personally, like I said, man, I've been high on this kid all year, been keeping my eyes out on him. This team personally asked us to come out, man.
Yes, sir.
And his kid balled out when I seen him. This kid's from Calusa, man. His name is Isaiah Travis, 6'5", 190, out of Calusa, man. Out of Calusa, and he's a prototypical tight end, man. The kid had 43 receptions for 900 yards. He averaged 21 yards per reception, man. He's a deep threat. Every time he got the ball, he did something with it.
Yes, sir.
He had 14 total touchdowns, man. And he might have been from a small school, but I'm telling y'all got to be on the field to see what this kid can do. You can basically see, yeah, he's at a smaller school, but if you put this kid at a bigger school, he still ball out. I'm telling you.
Yes, sir.
You got to be there. That's why we do this. We go to all the big schools, small schools, because we like to get a good barometer on what's going on out here. I'm telling y'all, kid's a certified baller.
Yes, sir. Who I got? Kid out of Rockland, Gavin Correa. This kid, he's 6'4", 220. Prototypical. This kid got hands. He's nice. Kid had 802 yards receiving, 8 touchdowns. But he's a good kid. Seen him on and off the field. He was big for that team this year. And he's a senior, so he's going to be getting out of there this year. It's going to be really hard to replace that production out of the tight end position.
Next, drum roll, guys.
Yes, sir.
We got the quarterbacks, man. We got the quarterbacks, man. At #2, we got Caden Pickett out of Del Oro, man. Y'all know this kid's a baller. Straight field general, man. He gives you all he got every game, man. He had 205 passes completed on 296 attempts in the air. He had 2,946 yards, virtually double his junior campaign. He had 30 touchdowns in the air while holding a QBR 125.2. And he had 489 yards rushing with 9 TDs on the ground. Kid's pretty versatile if you ask me. And his top receiver, Poe, got hurt, man, so he lost a lot right there. So basically towards the back end of the season, he was trying to turn water into wine. So, man, you gotta give him a lot for that level of difficulty, man. So he didn't have a Ferrari, man. He had more of a Pinto turning into a Ferrari.
Okay, I'm going to go ahead and go with #4, Jalen Johnson. Okay, I know everybody thinking about Ryder. What about Ryder Lyons, man? Ryder Lyons going without being said. He had 61 total touchdowns, rushing, passing, doing it all. You know, Ricky Cole, he had a great year, man. I don't want to take nothing away from him, man. Bo Coronado, he had a great year as well. Whit, you did your thing as well. But I want to talk about this kid, Jalen, man. Jalen was a dual threat quarterback, 6'2", 190, junior. So he's coming back next year, man. This kid, he had 1,737 yards passing with 1,075 yards rushing, 21 passing touchdowns, 16 rushing touchdowns. The kid balled out, man.
Yeah,
he balled out. And what you were talking about, water and wine, he ain't had that much either. He had a dope receiver, but everybody else around him at the skill positions could have been a little bit better. Mark my words, the kid's a baller, man.
I can see it. I can see it, though.
Yes, sir. So we will be getting back out there to Enterprise. See, Enterprise, people don't get to see them, and that's why we bring it to you. We're not just going to the big schools. We're going to the small schools as well. Small schools need love too, man. Just saying.
Yep.
All right, but with that being said, let's get into the next ones. What we got?
We got the DBs, man. We got the DBs, man. I'm going to go ahead and start off with Baron Taylor, Intercom. If you're in the San Joaquin section and you don't say his name, I don't think you know much about high school football.
Yep.
The kid was #1 in San Joaquin in interceptions with 9. 9! The kid was a bona fide game flipper, man.
Yep.
He basically, you put him in the game and he's turning the game around for you single-handedly.
Yep.
You have him, he's like a joker. Like you have a deck of cards, oh, I got that joker. Baron Taylor was that joker for a coach. All I know at the safety position, man, he was no joke to mess around with. When we seen him, he basically, you could tell the kid did a lot of film study, man. He would personally leave space open and fool the quarterback, leaving gaps open and close the gap so fast, the quarterback didn't even know what hit him, man. He'd be in and out of there. Boom. He's a magician on the field. He basically, now you see the ball, now you don't. Because I got it and I'm going back the other way. Man, so even with that, he had 9 interceptions, but did you know that he had 314 interception yards, taking it back the other way, man? I'm telling you, man, he also had 67 tackles on the year, man. So even being back at the safety position, he still was getting down and getting dirty, man, with his team in there getting some tackles, man, making some key stops.
You know I got to go with the Reaper. That's what my co-host here calls him, the Reaper, for good reason. Kingston Lopa, straight out of Grant. This kid is a baller, man. 6'5", 195, committed to Oregon. This kid's gonna be doing crazy things at the next level. Let me go ahead and run down that stat line for you real quick. 4 interceptions, 72 tackles, 4.5 sacks, 17 total touchdowns. He does it on both sides of the ball. We seen this kid at the Rockland game. Oh my God. He was everywhere. Both sides of the ball, pick 6, take it to the crib. Throw the ball up, I'm going to get it. You want me to dive and make a touchdown? I will dive, catch the ball, score you a touchdown. What else do you want from me? Kingston Lopa, that kid is a game changer. Yes, sir. That's what he love to do. Every time he take a picture, let's go. Yes, sir, man. Good luck at the next level, my boy. Woo! Okay, next, we gonna go ahead and kick it off with them linebackers. Them linebackers, who you got, my boy?
Man, I've been high on this kid all year, man.
Yeah,
at the linebacker position, as soon as I seen him, when we went to Sac High, I seen this kid. I was like, I don't know what it is about this kid. Never seen him play, but I can tell you he has crazy energy, and I have a feeling that he's gonna ball out. And what did he do? He delivered. This kid goes by the name of Danny Kirkpatrick at an Intercom. So I'm sticking with the Intercom theme right now. That defense was loaded and was no joke.
Yeah, that's true.
This kid was all over the field, a tackling machine and a leader, and he was the heart and soul of that defense, man. When he came out, he led the team, and he was about his business. He was about his business. So, man, the kid, let me put it to you guys like this. He had 132 tackles.
Ooh.
I'm telling you, anybody get 132 tackles?
Tackling machine.
Tackling machine, man. What does that do for a defense, man?
Yes, sir.
You take that off the defense, what's happening?
That's a lot of production.
That's a lot of production. Listen, man. He had 3 sacks, 2 fumble recoveries, 1 interception. Man, he just all over the map. But he made his bread and butter with the tackling, man. That really pays dividends. When you wrap up, you ain't just going for the big hits. You getting that person down. In 3 games, he had 15+ tackles in 3 games, man. That tell you how much heart this kid got, man. Probably dying, sweating, tired, but it's about that grit, man. So if you can get a player, he has 3 games with over 15 tackles, and then in a playoff game against Monterey Trail, had 18 in a playoff game, man. Come on, man. If that don't tell you what kind of heart this kid has, I don't know if you got a pulse, man.
That's real.
Come on.
That's
kid
real.
Out there, hard work.
Hard work.
Yeah. College, man, if you see this kid, man, I'm telling you, you gonna miss one if you ain't offering this kid, man.
I'm gonna go ahead and go with number 2, Mason Kelly out of Folsom. This kid is a bona fide leader, man. I love how he leads his troops. He leads his troops, man. This kid is 6 feet 205, 113 tackles. That don't go lightly. They're playing against great competition. He's out there working his behind off every game. He wants to win. He showed he want to win. He got 4 sacks on the season and 10 hurries. So the quarterback just ain't sitting there holding the ball. No, because he on a, you know what? You know what I mean? So I just want to shine light on that kid, man. Somebody offer him because he's going to be a game changer. And he has that grit. He has that grit, that hard work, that let me put my hard hat on because he's coming in and he's going to do what you need him to do every game. And think for a coach, coaches love players that they know that they're going to be consistent and they're going to do what the coach asks of them. That's the kind of player you will be getting if you get Mason Kelly. All right, let's go to the next one.
Hold on. Quick intermission, guys. This list right here, we just gonna throw this out here right now. If it's a player on this list, we think they have potential to play at the next level. Let's say that. So everybody we're speaking about, we feel when we're taking to the bank that we feel like they have the potential to be successful at the next level. We're just putting that out there, guys. So coaches, players, look at this list. Whatever you see, man. If you're an up-and-coming sophomore, freshman, you want to get to varsity, look at this list. I'm telling you, this is a good benchmark to kind of look at what's going on, how these kids are working, what they're doing, reviewing some tape. Check out our videos, like, comment, subscribe. Check out the videos to kind of see what they're doing. You can put your work in because these cats right here all deserve to be on somebody's football team at the next level in college, man. I'm telling you, they can ball.
Okay, now let's get to the D-line. Go ahead, who you got?
Okay, man, this kid right here, man, I call him J.J. Watt, man, for good reason, too, man. His name is Gavin Garrison out of PV. Like I said, they didn't get a whole lot of coverage. All the media, we know where the media is at. Yep. And these kids didn't get a whole lot of media. You had the old media, you know, your news companies and this and that and the other. But for the new media, like what we do, we didn't see nobody really giving these guys no love, and they was out there dominant. They've been one of the powerhouses out in that area. So we was like, let's go check them out. Why not? You know, let's see what's going on. And we were pleasantly surprised, guys. Yep. This kid, Gavin Garrison, stood out. Obviously, he's going to stand out at 6'7", 240 pounds, man, coming off the end, man. He had 16.5 sacks, man. Come on, that's crazy right there at that size. And he still plays tight end, the kid can ball. So he's 15th in Cali and #1 in the northern section in sack. He had 43 tackles. So that basically means
he's him.
Every 3 tackles he gets, he's coming in and get a sack. Let that number sink in.
Yep.
Man, he had 2 games with 4+ sacks. That's crazy right there, man. He's a wrecking machine right now. Yes, so sir. I don't know, man. To me personally, no hate against PV. But this kid's a gem. Like, he, honestly, I feel like he can play at Folsom or play for one of these top premier schools. I'm just telling you how much potential I see this kid he has.
I agree, man. I agree. But I'm going to go ahead and go with number 1 on the list, Jeremiah Tualeli. I know I probably butchered your name, but it's all good, man, because this kid's a baller. We just going to go ahead and call him JT. All right? Straight out of Grant. 6'2", 230. This kid had 130 tackles, 23 sacks. I don't know. Don't quote me. It might be a school record. It might just be one off. But I know it was close, all right? And he had 4 forced fumbles as well. The kid was a baller. He was everywhere. Humble kid. Seen him on the sideline a few times. So, coaches, man, you got to come to Grant. Check these kids out. He's going to be there again next year as well. He's only a junior.
Gosh. Oh, my gosh.
He doing this as a junior. He got another chance next year to eclipse the record. So we'll be checking out for you again next year.
Does he have an offer?
Jake, I don't know if he has any offers. We're going to have to look that up, but I don't believe he does.
If he don't, coaches, man, y'all need to get on the line right now. Guys, comment if JT got any offers down below, man. Let us know what's going on. That kid was balling. Yeah. I'm sorry.
Come on, 23 sacks, 130 tackles. 4 forced fumbles?
Crazy.
Come on now.
Crazy.
Somebody need to put him on their roster. Now. There's not that many kids that we've seen better than him. I'm talking about in the last 3 years since we've been doing this. This kid, he has the potential to play at the next level and dominate.
Okay, we got to show a little love to the offensive line, man. We know they don't get a lot of love,
yes, sir.
But we're going to talk about a few notable offensive linemen that we see who can play in the next level, man. First off, I'm going to talk about Holden Geiger. 6'7", 305 out of Cosumnes Oaks High School, man. The kid had great feet, good power. Man, I think this kid can play at the next level. Actually, I know this kid can play at the next level. Sac State, what are we doing? 6'7", 305. Y'all can use that on the offensive line, baby. What are you doing? Get this kid a call. I'm sure he'll pick up.
All right, man, we gonna go to number 1, man. Grayson Blank. This kid is a bowler. Straight out of Rockland. Big kid, strong kid, powerful kid. He works well in the run game and in the pass game. So come call in, come knocking on his door and make his day. Make his day.
We got a special category, the athletes, man. These guys are tweeners. These guys are Swiss Army knives, man. They do it all for you. They're just pure athletes, man. And right now, I got #1 on my athlete list. I know Game Fit's gonna like this a lot. We got Bo Suave, man, at a Del Oro High School right now, man. When we went out there and he played against Laguna Creek in a first round playoff game, he had 1 sack, forced a fumble, recovered the fumble, and took it to the crib all in one play, man. And if I'm not mistaken, I think he had a receiving touchdown too in that game.
Yes, sir.
Went crazy, man. And he has some pretty deep catches too. All in one game, the kid did it all. Yeah. So like I said, that kid is our top athlete based off that tape, man. There's a lot of other kids that did good, but basically off the versatility he had, we see the potential in that kid. He can do a lot for a college program.
We gonna go with Isaiah N.A. They call him Hurricane Zay over there at Granite Bay. This kid's a baller. 5'9", 190. The kid does it on both sides of the ball. 828 yards rushing with 10 total touchdowns, man. The kid's a baller. Offensively, he's a baller. Defensively, he's coming down. He's laying the hat. He's forcing fumbles. Man, this kid is athletic. He's roaming. He's all over the field. He's a game changer.
The wide receivers, man.
Yes, sir.
I'm going to go ahead and give it up, man. I'm going to go ahead and give it up to #3 right now. We're going to stay on this Enterprise bandwagon right now, man. Yeah. A lot of people are unfamiliar with this kid because they don't go out there.
Nope.
If you don't go, if you know, you know.
Yep.
We do because we're out there.
Yep.
Just like our slogan, we out here. That's what we do. Porter Fisher out of Enterprise, man. Keep your eyes out on this kid next year. He's only a junior.
Yep.
But when we went out there, he played against PV we just previously talked about.
Yep.
And you want to know them numbers? Let me go ahead and read them off to you. I don't think you guys know them numbers. Again, in one game against PV, he had 11 receptions for 192 yards, 2 touchdowns, man. He has crazy explosion. So when we seen him that one time we were out there and he had 11 catches like that, and he was catching deep balls, shallow crossing. He was doing everything, man.
Diving
catches, man. He seemed unstoppable. He seemed like a 99-year-old overall character in Madden. Yep. That's how crazy it was. And he's a junior. We found out he's junior. Like, what? He's a junior?
He's coming back?
He's coming back? What, Jalen Johnson?
Oh, yeah.
Come on, stop it.
Yes.
This kid right here is going to be a problem next year. When I tell you a problem, he's going to be a problem. And it's going to be a travesty if he don't get an offer. I can tell you that now.
I'm going to go ahead and go with #1 on the list. Jamison Powell out of Folsom. We call him J-Mo. That boy is nice. And we've been knowing he nice because we've been following him. DB Select, shout out y'all, man. We've been following him for a while. That's your offensive coordinator. He know what I'm talking about, inside joke. But yeah, this kid is 5'10", 160, over 1,200 yards receiving. As a sophomore.
Cheat code.
He's still a sophomore, ladies and gentlemen. 14 touchdowns, 86 receptions. The kid was catching shallow crosses. He catching the deep ball. He's doing it all. Catch and run. He doing it all, man. Blocking out there for his running backs. He's doing it all, man. So, Jamison Powell, keep doing what you're doing, man. You got game. So keep balling.
Dynamic duos.
Yes.
In the San Joaquin Northern section, man. So I'm going to go ahead and go with the Enterprise thing, man. I'm telling y'all, y'all ain't believing the hype.
Yep.
But y'all heard it here first, man. Jalen Johnson and Porter Fisher. We expect this combination to be crazy next year. They was crazy this year.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, that combo, I expect this team right here, they're going to be in the leadership position next year because they're going to be seniors. And I expect them to be pushing PV for a conference championship or, you know what I mean, or if not, making it to the championship.
Yeah.
That's how much we believe in this team.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe their stats, their team wins didn't quite equate because I think they had a lot of growing pains and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But I predict they put it together next year. And believe you me, they will be vying for a championship next year.
I'm going to have to go ahead and go with Wayshawn Parker and that boy, Devin Green. Them boys balled out, man. Come on now. They balled out. Wayshawn over 2K rushing. And with the suspension, Devin Green still had 693 yards, 17 total touchdowns in 8 games. Come on now.
Let it sink in.
Let it sink in. That's why they got offers and they're committed. Wayshawn, good luck out there in Washington State. And Devin Green, do your thing out there at UNLV, man. It's going to be great watching you guys at the next level. Great way to end your senior year, man. Let's go to the next one.
This list right here is basically a list that we compiled off of the other teams, you know what I mean?
The out-of-section guys is what we call it. Because they were out of the San-Joaquin and the North section.
Yes, sir.
Okay? So check it out. I'm going to go ahead and start this thing off right, man. I don't care what nobody say. This is my favorite player. He's a baller, been a baller, and he's never going to change. He's going to be nothing else but a baller. Philip Bell, the third out of Mission VA. This kid, man, 6'2", 195. That boy got big hands, man, mitts. He's snatching anything. You throw it anywhere, he got the range to go get it. Over 40 offers. These college coaches know what they're doing. So it's not like every college coach in the country don't know what they're doing. Come on now. Let's keep it a buck. Let's be honest, man. We noticed, we seen this kid our first year at doing what we do. We seen him at Christian Brothers as a freshman on varsity.
Instantly knew.
Balling in a playoff game in big situations. Balling. Made the scoring touchdown to win the game. So this kid, man, he got all the measurables. And more than just the measurables, that kid got that dog in him. He works hard. If you guys haven't seen Pusha P, go watch it. He'll show you why he is highly touted. 4-star wide receiver.
And I'm going to be honest, man, your college coach, they know.
Yeah.
You see the kid and you see what he can do. That's why we like doing this, because we're like, okay, I see what he's doing. If I had him, oh yeah, I can work with that. I know I know what to do with that.
Yep.
That's why we do what we do.
Yes, sir.
So the numbers don't always tell the story.
Yeah.
It can be situations, anything can happen. All I know is there's a lot of coaches out there looking at him like Birdman, like this. Like,
yep.
I see those numbers, but at the same time, I know what the deal is.
Yep.
So that's all I'm gonna say about that.
Yes, sir. Who you got, man?
I'm gonna go ahead and go with number 6, Derek Blanche, man, out of De La Salle, man. When we first seen this kid, man, this kid was a running wrecking ball, man. The kid's got that Maurice Jones-Drew build. The kid's got tree trunk legs for days, man. He stays in the weight room, I can tell you that much. Because guess what? If you try to go up and shoulder to shoulder with him, he's bouncing off of you. You gotta wrap up.
Yep.
If you try to hit his legs, you're bouncing off. He's coming off, and I'm gonna tell you why, too. Guess what? He's a junior. He had 11 tubs, 969 yards, man. Led his team to the state championships, man.
There.
I predict next year the kid will have 1,500 yards.
Yes, sir.
That's my predictions for his senior year. I'm just throwing that out there. That's the kind of potential I see with this kid.
I like that.
Keep your eyes out. De La Salle, man. Y'all doing something right over there. Keep giving Derek the ball, though. That's how I'm going to tell you that.
Exactly.
Keep giving the ball.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Might take you back to the state championship.
Okay, man. I want to just, show a little bit of love to Davion Mitchell. That kid is a beast, man. Tight end. Big boy. That's why he's committed to Oklahoma. He made some big plays, man. In that La Salle versus Mission Viejo game that we were at. Of course, check us out, man. Go on the page. Go look. Scroll down the channel. You'll see Mission Viejo versus La Salle. 3 overtimes?
Yeah.
That game was crazy.
That game was crazy.
And he balled out. And Steve Chavez, man, out of Orange Lutheran, that kid was a beast too, man. He had a few touchdowns that were mind-blowing. We were like, wow, where did this kid come from? We did not see that coming. But the kid is a beast.
Let's go ahead and address the elephant in the room, you guys. Matt and Johnny, man, they always been our guys, man. Been staples on this channel right here. Seen them up in 7-on-7. Seen them ball out for Vista Del Lago, man. We really wanted to get them on this channel, to put them on this list. Fortunate circumstances happened, man. From our sources, the coaches didn't want us out on the field for their playoff games. That was our last chance to get them on there. We heard that they said that we were a jinx because the last couple of times we went out there, they lost. So it was unfortunate. If that was true, I'm hoping it wasn't, because that's basically telling your kids, that no matter how hard you guys work, that these guys are the reason why you're losing. I'm hoping that's not the case, but we've never experienced that. They really didn't want us on the field. That was the first time that ever happened. We've always been cool with every school we've been to.
Exactly, man. We're always respectful. And they tried to lie and give us some story about we were there the week prior when we didn't get a chance to go. And this was our first chance, first and only opportunity to get them. So we wanted to make sure to address this right now because we love Johnny, we love Matt, we love their families. You know, we've always been good with them and they've always showed us big respect and love, you know, and it's not the kids' fault. Yeah. Unfortunately, things out of their hands made it to where we couldn't put them on the second and none team because, as the parameters say, we have to see you in person. That season, this season. So the fact that we couldn't get you this year, we wasn't able to put you on the team. We know that you're ballers. We know you guys would have for sure been on the team, but if we let this slide, then that means everybody's gonna be like, hey, what about me? What about me? What about me? Can't open Pandora's box like that.
And I hope this is all a misunderstanding, but when we went out there, they basically shoot us off.
They kicked us off the field, literally. We were on the field ready to get the opening kickoff, and they tell us we have to leave. So, you know, it is what it is at that point. So there's nothing we can do.
But with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Enjoyed this second to none team. This is the final roster right here, guys.
Oh, hold on. We almost forgot about the MVP.
Oh, can't forget about the MVP, man.
MVP. This was kind of hard, man. It was a toss-up between two players. It was a toss-up between two players.
Oh, yeah, man.
So let's go ahead and give the runner-up first. The runner-up, Kingston Lopa. Kingston Lopa.
Walking death, man.
Yeah, that kid is a baller, man. It was so hard to make this decision, man. But Ryder Lyons is a sophomore, 61 touchdowns.
Man, honestly, everybody knew Ryder Lyons, he put up video game numbers, man. We gotta give it to him. We gotta give just due, man.
Yes, sir.
So Ryder Lyons, congratulations. You are the second to none MVP.
Yes, sir.
Just like that, man.
Yep.
So, I mean, there's nothing else to say about that. The kid did it all.
Yes, he did it all. He did it all. He led his team to a state championship and won the thing. And won it
home, man.
And won it. So we gotta give you the MVP.
Yes, sir. Respect.
Yes, sir. So with that being said, man,
comment, like, subscribe, comment down below who you feel should be on the list, man. If there's any changes you guys think it should be made, let us know down below.
Yeah, let us know down below. I like that. I like that. So with that